Hey man, what up, YouTube? It's your boy SOT back on another reaction, man. Look, we got. It's my first time watching AM hoops. I see you doing a lot of basketball videos. I might react more, but the Warriors Giannis plan is insane. First of all, I don't think they could get Giannis because who the fuck? Like nobody's. I think Jimmy's still nice, by the way. I think he's still a phenomenal number 2 option to have. He flipped their season around. Anybody hating for him for not showing up as a number 1? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they had no chance without Curry. Game 3, he showed up, and they still lost. Like, him and Kuminga both dropped 30, and they still lost. Like, that just showed you all you need to know. Like, they had no chance to win this series without Curry, so, I don't know. Like, but I can't see them getting Giannis. Like, it's, what, how? How you gonna get Giannis? Because you gotta keep Draymond. We know you're not trading Draymond. We know you're not trading Jimmy. Nobody taking Jimmy, so what are you gonna do to get Giannis? It's not possible. Let's see, though. Let's see what he's talking about.
Where was playoff Jimmy? You needed one more win to get Steph Curry back, and you take 11 shots in.
That is crazy, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jimmy, like, probably my favorite player in the league, but he was on some bullshit, bro. Shoot the ball, bro. That's all we asking you, to shoot the damn ball, bro. Hold on, let me pull up my chat. I'm not even, like, looking at my chat, though. You do daily streaming? Yeah, I stream daily. Well, I'm trying to. Post gaming videos? Nah, I don't really post gaming. I just post reaction.
2 minutes? Game before took 9 shots. This
I
is
game on stream though, more than I do reaction.
1 seed Bucks. Struck an 8 seed to the finals 2 years ago. What happened? I mean, if one guy looked like he belonged, it was Jonathan Kuminga, and Steve Kerr can't stand that guy. So guess what?
I think that, I ain't gonna lie, I think that injury that he had in the Rocket series, that shit really cooked him.
How little time they've got left with Steph, so they've got a plan for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They wanted him for years, and now to be fair, the Athletic reports there are no early indications that the Warriors will be at the front of the line for a Giannis trade, but there is a realistic way to make it happen.
How?
But before that,
please,
the first thing the Warriors have to do is make a Jonathan Kuminga decision. After Steph's injury in Game 1, JK dropped 18, 30, 23, and 26 points. Why was he ever shut out of the rotation? I mean, the biggest disrespect for a player is 5 letters. DNPCD. Did not play, coach's decision. You were healthy enough, but coach doesn't believe in you. And in the biggest game of the year to avoid the play-in, Jonathan Kuminga got a DNP. That should not happen to a 22-year-old number 7 overall pick, but it did. Again, in the play-in against
I know he was number 7.
4 times round 1 against the Rockets. So why does Steve Kerr hate this man? He can obviously play.
I don't know.
Well, we are finding out why. But
he's saying because he didn't pass to Steph or he looked off Steph a lot. But I watched Brandon Pajemski do the same shit every game, looking off players. I swear to God, he literally does it every game since I started watching the Warriors, since Jimmy got traded there. Bro, Pajemski literally looks off every player. And you know, I seen a tweet saying, he said to Pajemski, they're not going to be passing them no shots next year. Like, he's praising him. He wants him to, like, Kuminga clears that bum.
Fun every single night, though. Playing pick'em, and I missed his 3 game changer. So before Jimmy Butler got to the team, Kuminga was a problem. See, he bet on himself last offseason in the dumbest way possible.
How is that?
The offer was $30 million a year, and JK turned it down because he wanted $35 million. That's why you burn a $30 million.
Damn, wait, $30 million a year? You turned down 30 mil?
Possible. The Warriors offer was $30 million a year, and JK turned it down because he wanted $35 million. That's why you burn a $30 million a year offer? So you can imagine Kuminga felt a little pressure to get the shots up. Just take this game, for example, against Minnesota, middle of the year. First quarter, check out JK pull up for a terrible mid-range J with 16 left on the shot clock. Is that Warriors basketball? Range J.
I mean, I've seen pods do this 24/7 too.
It was 16 left on the shot clock. Is that Warriors basketball? No. Another early shot here, and
he's wide open. Alright, AM Hoops. This is my first time watching your video. Come on, what are you on right now?
Ball 3. But watch this. Kaminga dribbles into a double team with the defensive player.
I ain't gonna lie, here he definitely should have hit pods.
Wide open like
he should have hit pods.
And you know that would have just been a quick swing.
Right there, he should have hit pods.
Instead, Kaminga bricks it. So even after a win, Steve Kerr ripped him.
When you have Steph Curry on the team, you pass the ball. Because you pass it 2 or 3 times, the defense is scrambling, all hell breaks loose. So it's a choice. We can either do that and win games, or we can shoot, a whole bunch of 15-foot contested shots in the middle of the shot clock and be a...
I have no problem with him saying this, but you gotta keep the same energy with Pods. That's all I'm saying. Because from every game I watch, Pods literally does what he hates.
A lousy NBA team.
And he praises him for it.
After a win. Can you imagine how pissed Kerr must be after losses? I mean, Kerr didn't call Kaminga out by name there, but we all knew who he was talking about. So when they got Jimmy Butler, first, Kerr tried to make it work, but when it didn't, he permanently benched Kaminga. His minutes were slashed so low you'd think he was a rookie. The main problem is his fit, and this is the reason there's almost no chance Kaminga is a Warrior next year. This year, he's shooting a career-low 30% from 3, which makes Kaminga basically unplayable with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green also on the court who don't shoot well. Here, we'll see Jimmy Butler set this nice brush screen in transition. And again, that pull-up shooting forces Jimmy's man to step up, which then clears up the paint for Jimmy to drive to the rim. But look how Luka on the weak side is going to roam off Kaminga because he doesn't respect the shooting and break up the lob pass. Notice here how deep Gabe Vincent is sitting in help, pretty much ignoring Kaminga in the corner. And Gabe's able to then both take away Green's role and recover back to Kaminga in the corner. But on the flip side, what if Kaminga plays with a spaced out offense to his advantage? Last year, they had a veteran pass first point guard in CP3 willing to make the simple play, create advantages for JK. Look at this play.
Kaminga gets to the rim better than a lot of he gets to the rim better than 90% of the league. He gives you rim pressure. He can get there. It's just you gotta have shooters around him, and he got to be willing to pass. But he can score that ball, bro.
Breakout season. Now
he can score.
Jimmy and Draymond. So who do you think's going to be the odd man out? He can't play all 3 of them, so of course JK gets benched. And by the way, Steve Kerr was right. I mean, what did we just see with Kaminga as the primary option, playing Butler and Draymond Green? A low ceiling, lost to Minnesota in 5 games. So what happens next? Well, this is where Giannis comes in. Kaminga could be a key piece to land the Greek Freak. But the 3 options for JK are: he signs with another team and leaves for nothing, returns to the Warriors on a new contract, or sign and trade somewhere else so the Warriors get players in return. The most likely option is 3. And
3 and 1 could work.
He should leave. I mean, Kaminga never should have been on this team to begin with. They did the whole 2 timelines thing by accident. The Dubs didn't plan to get 2 top 10 picks in the middle of their dynasty, but what did they do with those picks? Instead of drafting players to fit their system or trading them, they got James Wiseman and Jonathan Kaminga. Oh, they'll be great when Steph retires, but oops, turns out Wiseman wasn't that good, and Steph is still going strong at age 37. So
they could have had LaMelo.
Never got to spread his wings like a normal top 10 pick.
LaMelo in this fast-paced passing type offense. Oh my God.
But what about Giannis? Well, to get him on the Warriors, they would have to move on.
LaMelo needed a coach like Kerr.
It's the only way to make.
Because he was immature.
It seems crazy to move on from Jimmy just a few months after acquiring him. I mean, dude may have disappointed, but he had a serious injury against Houston. Plus, what do you expect without Steph Curry? I mean, yes, the Timberwolves beat them, but it's kind of like beating the Bulls without Michael Jordan. Congratulations, but there's an asterisk there. I mean, with Jimmy and Steph, the Dubs went 23-7 and beat the 2-seed Rockets. We do not know how good they could have been if healthy, but that's the thing. Next year, Steph, Jimmy, and Dre will be 38, 36, and 36 years old. That is old in the NBA. And cores that age don't get better, they get worse. But Giannis is just 30, smack in his prime. They could not pass that up. But like we said, Dubs aren't at the front of the line here. I mean, teams like the Rockets or the Spurs now with the number 2.
Hey, put Miami in that list. Put the
So how does this work?
Put Miami in that list,
Best
bro.
comparison
We could get
is
him.
Anthony Davis to the Lakers in 2019. AD was desperate to play with LeBron James. So even though other teams had a better package, AD landed in LA. Now Davis had two things going for him that Giannis does not. One, he was on the last year of his contract. Giannis has two. And AD was willing to make things uncomfortable. The
I just
final
look
months
so
in
crazy.
New Orleans were a circus. Is Giannis willing to do that? But we do know, just like AD with LeBron, Giannis is obsessed with Steph. When Curry was the All-Star captain, he picked Giannis first. Then Giannis was the captain next year, he took Steph number one. When the Dubs won the title in 2022, Giannis said, man,
I mean,
Steph is the
those are literally the two best players available. Duh. Like, if I got the first, of course I'm taking. If it's me and LeBron drafting, Steph's the best option. And if I'm Steph, it's me and LeBron drafting. Giannis is the best option. Like, why would you not take that?
It is now time for him to move on and show what he can actually do. But what about Giannis? Well, to get him on the Warriors, they would have to move on from either Jimmy Butler or Draymond Green. It's the only way to make the money work. But it seems crazy to move on from Jimmy just a few months after acquiring him. I mean, dude may have disappointed, but he had a serious injury against play with Giannis probably do is sign and trade Kuminga somewhere to get a decent role player, maybe size at center, but do not rule out the Giannis plan because crazier trades have happened in the NBA. But speaking of crazy trades,
It's not possible,
Dallas
bro.
deals Luka and then they get Cooper Flag. How is that possible? Well, a lot of people think
Nah, that was rigged. I ain't gonna lie. Chat, this was rigged. This was on some like, oh, you guys help our cash cow, help our Lakers. Okay, once you help our Lakers, we're gonna rig the draft for you. We're gonna give you Cooper Flag while you still got AD and other people to compete. Like, bro, it's still like it was just, come on, bro. That shit was so rigged. It's not even like, because there was no reason to trade Luka. I don't give a fuck. You just made the finals. You could say defense wins champ. You literally just made the finals. Like, come on, bro. Hey, man. Subscribe if you new. Like the video up. Let me know if y'all think this happened. Let me know where y'all think Giannis lands. If he does request a trade, I don't think he lands in Golden State. I think he either lands on three teams. One, the Spurs, which would break the league, by the way, because Spurs got everything they need to make that happen. Two, the Rockets, and then three, the Heat. Those are three teams I could see him going to. And yes, I'm a Heat fan, but I could really see us trading Tyler and Khalil Ware and 3 first-round picks and some other dude to fill in the contract. But shit, subscribe if you're new, like the video, let me know what y'all think. I'm out of here.